Hey, what's up? So, I want to teach you guys a super fun craft. And we've kind of been pumpkin inspired because we've been smelling our MojiLife. What? Which, by the way, go to my Home Sweet MojiLife Facebook page, and there's going to be a live on there for you to win something. So, go ahead and do that. Anyway, I'm going to make like a tissue paper pom-pom, but do a pumpkin. You can also turn it into a spider. We couldn't find any black at the store, so we're doing pumpkins. So I just have a pack of orange tissue paper. There are 8 sheets in here. So don't separate them out. All you need to do is keep them together as much as possible, and then fold it in half. Don't let it fight you. Okay? And the reason I'm doing this, because I could not find any good tutorials on YouTube on how to do this. Okay, so I folded it in half, all right? And now I'm going to cut it in half, right on that fold. Cha-cha-cha. We're going to end up being able to make 4 pumpkins out of this. Or spiders, or monsters, or whatever Halloween creativity you can get. And then we're going to take what we've folded in half and fold it again. Again, trying to keep everything lined up. Sorry I don't have a fancy camera or a holder to show you face down what I'm doing on the table, but I'll show everything as I go along. So there you go. Fold it in half a second time, and now cut that in half. Dun, 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 right at the fold. And now you're going to have 4 sections. It's going to separate itself out. So you can see 1, 2, 3. That's not 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it keeps itself separated. So just take one of those sections like so. I don't like to measure stuff out, so that's why I showed you the cut in half and cut in half again method. Now we're going to do an accordion fold. So, again, you don't have to measure, but maybe if you are into measuring, it's like in between a ½ inch to an inch, depending on how thick you want to go. So it's like a finger width-ish, how thick I'm going to fold it. So accordion fold, go back and forth, flip it a little bit, and push down to make a nice crease. And here we go. Da, da, da. And so far, here's what we've got. See, accordion fold, if people don't know what that means. And just keep going back and forth. Flip it. Bring it up. And flip it again. And I'm trying to go fast. This part's not too bad, though. Okay. And I'm not see, my cutting wasn't super great. It's not really super good lined up. Super's the word for the day, by the way. Anyway, there's your accordion fold. Don't let it go from here. I'm going to fold it in half, match up my ends, and then I just give it a good push so it's creased. Okay? There we go. And then you're going to need a little bit of ribbon. Any color. It can be matchy. It can be whatever. You're only going to use this to tie the middle, or you can make it long enough so you'll have a string to hang your pumpkin by later on. So I'm just going to get enough because longer is always better. Chop that bad boy off. And let's go here. Now I'm going to tie a little bit of it. So I'm not using very much. Just going to tie around in that halfway mark just to hold it so it stays halfway folded. All right. There we go. So I've got my long string end so I can hang stuff up later if I want. And got it tied up here. You can trim that little piece if it's bugging you. It doesn't bug me, but I was just doing it because I know it was bugging somebody. And now there's lots of different ways you can make the end go. If you're doing a spider or some kind of monster, I highly suggest doing like shredded looking pieces. So I would probably do like 3 to 4 cuts along here. So you're making little pieces. But I'm not doing a spider or a monster. I'm doing a pumpkin. And I like it best with a rounded edge. So come down here and wow, we got some good scissors, girl. It might not be so rounded because these are amazing scissors that my assistant has grabbed for me. And there we go. I'm trimming up my piece that was kind of bugging me. So there's my rounded edge. You want to do it on both sides. Do the same on both sides. I'm trimming up my edge right here that was a little cray-cray. Because I do have some OCD sometimes. So here we go. Rounded edge again. You can totally see what I'm doing, right? I hope. Wow, these scissors are the bomb. So just know, you can use child safety scissors and still crank through this business. Okay, so there we go. Ta-da! We've got our nice little piece here. Now what you're going to do is spread it out. And then you're going to take one layer at a time and just start pulling it. Sometimes it will rip. Don't be too worried about it. The first few times you do this, you're going to be super worried about it ripping. But look, I'm pulling it all the way up to where's the camera? Where that it meets in the middle. So just keep going. Sorry, this is the slowest part. And then I just kind of pull a little bit and dun dun dun. Some of the videos that I watched said they like to alternate and because then it fluffs better. I didn't like their videos and I didn't like their advice, especially when I was learning it. Yeah, it was feeling too complicated for me. So just pull stuff down, da da da. We're almost done on this side. I'm not pulling a super aggressive. You do want it to be kind of firm. So, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Last piece on this side. So I'm going to check the other side of it since I got to the end and make sure it's all the way down. And then, okay, look. So here's half of it. This is our little fluff. So can you kind of envision now how it's going to be the pumpkin? Okay, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. But now we have to flip over. It helps to fan out a little bit when you're pulling the pieces apart. Dun, dun, dun. And here, I'll do it so you can see my view. Does that help? And separate each sheet. Again, this was just with an 8-pack of tissue paper. So you can always do more if you want, but I think the 8 sheets gives it plenty of fluff. So, and I love the spiders that I've been making at work for our Halloween contest. So that's why, or Halloween decorating contest. And that's why I wanted to show this because I really couldn't find a good video. So, dun dun dun. And again, for those that missed the very beginning and don't like to rewind, if you go to my Facebook business page, homesweetmojilife.com, there's going to be a chance for you to win one of these 4 fall fragrances. You just have to comment which one you want. First 4 people to comment, get it. Okay, so now that I'm done, this one doesn't really need a whole lot of fluffing. How do you fluff? However you feel like. If a spot feels more empty, then move some tissue paper around. Oh, I totally just ripped some. Did you hear it? Maybe not. Okay, so here we go. And so when I want to hang it, if you like them just like that, bam, there you go. But we have pre-cut out, here, move girly. We've pre-cut out a face, some eyes, and a mouth. So Miss Colleen is going to draw her own. So she's going to be drawing over here while I glue some on. And, oh, just a glue stick. Super awesome with tissue paper. So I just double check which side I like more fluffy. I like this side. So I'm going to put the face on here. And got my glue out. And you don't even need a glue super good. So I'm just like, whatever glue happens to pop on there is what I'm going to get. Okay, so coming at you. And I want to eyeball right there. Pick a piece of tissue paper and stick. That's where it's going. That's where it's stuck, right there. So a little more glue. Bah, bah, bah. And I want the eyeball. Sorry, I have to look at it fully now to make sure I get my eyes kind of good. Look! It's got eyes! Rah! Maybe I did it a little too high. In that case, I'm just going to squish it down. There we go. And then we've got our mouth. So just go a little on this corner, a little on this corner, maybe some in the middle. Just do a whole strip, whatever. And now I'm going to place it right. Oh my gosh, it's so hard showing you guys to do it. I need to look at it for a sec and then I'll get to you. So just pick a spot, get a couple pieces of tissue paper, and shabam, there's our pumpkin. Tissue paper is very forgiving. You can mold it however you want. But there's something fun that we're going to do too. I cut some strips. So you can do them however thick you want. You don't have to do strips. But I'm going to do an accordion fold here, or a zigzag fold, whatever you want to call it. I put my strips together because it's way faster folding. And then I just push and fold. This can go however you want, and it doesn't need to be good or fancy. It just has to get crinkled, basically. And there. Okay. So when I unfold it, you're going to understand more of what I did. See? Zigzags. But now, I did all my work with one piece. Ta-da! And I'm going to put this down at the bottom because he's like my little scarecrow pumpkin. So just put some glue on one of your zigzag pieces. Well, sorry, the camera's really messed up. Put some glue on one of your zigzag pieces. And then come over here. I'm going to put it down at the bottom somewhere. And glue it. So now he's got a little leg, but he needs two because he looks all hobbly. So I'll put some more glue on here. And ta-da. Oh, I put his leg on crooked. Let me fix that. See? Tissue paper is so forgiving. There we go. Ba-bum. Now we got... You can do arms too if you want arms. I'm not going to cut some more and do arms. So Kelleen's doing that business. We need a stem, right? Can I use the scissors? I'm going to do a stem. You can draw out a stem. You can freehand it. I'm going to freehand it. I like my stem to be a little curvy-ish. And you want to make it a little bit accentuated and taller than what you'd normally want. So that's kind of big. But there's my stem. And then we'll set him up here. I'm just going to put some glue on the back, more at the bottom, and then a little strip up. And then I hang my string so I can tell where the center is, which way it's going to face. Put my stem as far down at the bottom as I can. Squish it to some of the tissue paper. And then that little strip up that I did, I'm going to touch my ribbon to it. So there we go. And hocus pocus, abracadabra, we have a pumpkin guy. His eyes need to be fixed. So, but I'm going to adjust this business later. Actually, I'm going to adjust it right now because it's bugging me. So some glue, rearrange the tissue paper. There we go. Oh, I like the eyes better that way. So make your faces however you want. And I still have 3 other pumpkins I can do with 1 8-pack of tissue paper. So I hope you guys had fun with it. I don't know if anybody was asking any questions. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And one more time, I want to give away 4 fall fragrances from MojiLife. So make sure to go to my Facebook business page, Home Sweet MojiLife, and just comment which of the 4 fragrances you like. or would want. The first 4 people that I see that have commented, I'll give them to you. So I'll message you and ask for your address to ship it to you. So we've got Harvest Moon, ta-da, which is what we're smelling right now. I know you can't smell it. But it's like kind of crisp apples, a little bit of cinnamon. Fall Colors, Rustic Spice, and Sugared Pumpkin. So, hope you had fun. Go make some crazy fluff ball monsters, pumpkins, spiders, whatever you want to do. And Colleen has already made a face for our next pumpkin. So, have fun. Be safe. Good night.